Hello YouTube, it's William. Welcome to another test. I did a couple of tests on cardboard slicing and cutting between the CPM 154 and the 01. And then I did a couple other tests. One I didn't show on video. I just wanted to see for my own benefit what it would do. And basically I used this knife here. I don't even have my logo on it. And I sharpened it with just the diamond portion of this little Falcon Evan DC3. I didn't use the ceramic side. And what I did was I just cleaned the edge on the hair side of a piece of leather. I didn't strop it per se. I just cleaned the edge up. Now what I have here is well, before I do that, Brandon, who made a comment on one of my videos, said that he tested a few of his knives and he didn't get past 20. So, but when I tested this knife, the CPM, using just the Falcon Evan deal, I want to see how many slices I could get before the edge started to go. And I made it to 155 slices of cardboard, just like this. It's 1/8 inch cardboard. It's been in the shop, dirt, grit, grime. It's like taking sandpaper to the edge of your knife. Now, when he told me that, I got to thinking, well, it could be the type of edge that I put on mine, and possibly he puts a different edge on his knives. I don't know. I know in a previous video of what is sharp, if you go back through my Whittle Talks, you'll be able to see that video. I make the statement that I prefer a rough edge, and I do, because in my opinion it cuts better, it lasts longer, and I just like the way it performs better. Now today we're going to test that theory out. Okay, so I've got two knives here. Both of them are 01. Both of them are 1/8 inch full flat grinds. One blade is a little bit longer and the shape is just a little bit different, but anyway, this one here is high polished. I used a leather belt on my belt sander, and I made a mirror edge on the edge of that knife. You can see it there, I hope. Okay, that is about as high polished as you can get. Very, 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 very sharp. Okay. Okay. This is very thin paper. Be cautious of people that does paper test on video, because if they're using thick paper, it don't take much to cut it. Okay, so both of them are very sharp. This one I just used the DC3, and I wiped it a few times on the hair side of the leather. Okay, so move that over to the side. So we're going to start slicing into this cardboard with the high polished blade here, this one, and just see how long it will last, or see if there is a difference. There may not be a difference. We'll see. Okay, and all of these are about the same. They got a little piece of tape at some portion along here, so it's about as even as I could make it. And so let's I got some fine stuff on the blade. Get that off. I want to make sure this is as fair as possible. Okay, equal strokes, equal strokes. And that blade must be magnetized. Alright, now some people say, well, you got to use this to test an edge. You got to use this to test an edge. I don't have this and that. I have cardboard. So if you guys want to test it with something else, then I'll be happy to watch the video. Alright, so here we go. That's 46. It's 92. Starting to get a little harder. Let's go one more here. It's 148. That was 3 of them. Alright, so let's see. See, it's not wanting to slice the paper as well. It does slice the paper, but it kind of wants to tear it. It's not as sharp as it was. You can even feel that it's not quite as sharp as it was. But even at 148, folks, that ain't bad at all. Not bad at all. Okay, so that was a high polished. Alright, now let's see what the rough edge will do. $59. Wasn't a very good piece of cardboard. 31, that's 131. Good fire starter stuff. That's 160 according to my count. $195. Well, there you have it. Even the rough edge still feels sharp. It will shave. If you can see the hair there or not. Let's test this one out. Nope. No, will not shave. It's got metal on it. It's not hair. It'll shave where shaves very good where I didn't use the right up here on the tip where I didn't slash the cardboard with it. Well, there you have it. That's what I've suspected all along, and what I found to be in actually just using a knife. A polished edge. I never cared for a polished edge because, like I say, to me it doesn't hold an edge that well. It doesn't slice very well. There's no toothy parts of the blade to grab what you're cutting and help you slice. You can take a polished edge and lay it on top of a tomato, and if you start using a sawing action, the blade will just slide off the tomato. But if you use a rough edge, if you start just with a knife blade, lay it on a tomato and start sawing back and forth, it'll cut the tomato. So those are little tests that you guys can do. Now, it goes back to the point of what I made on what is sharp. I want to add to that a little bit. What is sharp enough? Sometimes I wonder if we don't hone our knives to the point to where they're just actually too sharp. The sharper, you have to understand, the sharper you bring this edge here, the weaker that edge is. So you can hone a knife too much, is what I'm saying. So there has to be a happy medium there, and only you can discover that. Sometimes you need a sharper knife than other times. Sometimes you don't need a sharp knife. So you have to be the judge of that, and that takes practice. Practice means getting out whittling on a stick. So it all comes back to that. So you guys test your own knives. Try different methods of sharpening. Use different grits. Sharpen a knife to where it feels sharp. You can take it and put it on your fingernail and slice part of your fingernail off. Not down into the quick, but you can just see this knife will still grab the fingernail where this one will not. And I had a third more cuts with this knife. This was the toothy edge, the rough edge. Again, 01 tool steel, same heat treat, same flat grinds, is about as even as I could get. Well, after I thought about this test I did yesterday, thought, why not take the high polish blade I did, resharpen it with the DC3, and do the same test and see if there's a difference. And for everybody who's just learning how to sharpen a knife, it doesn't matter what strokes you use, circular or whatever. What matters is if you use the same angle and the same amount of strokes on either side. That's the key to sharpening a knife. You see the black stuff, that's just steel particles that you're removing from the edge of the knife. You're not polishing the edge, you're just removing steel particles. You're cleaning. You see pieces of fingernail? That's the best way to test a knife. I'll be here or not, but here it's cutting the hair. Okay, so it's sharp again. Excuse me. So I got my cardboard here, and we're going to start cutting. $66. So 129. 180. That is 200. It's still very sharp. Still shave. Okay, so that's my test with the two different styles of edges. Let's sharpen. Toothy or a rough edge versus a polished edge. Okay, now I'm signing off. So until the next one, you guys get out in the backyard, whittle on a stick, test your knives out, find out what edge works for you. And if you do take a child with you, teach that child about knives and knife safety and how to whittle on a stick. And be sure and take plenty of band-aids and lots of knives with you. We'll catch you again soon.